I have no idea if this is working. I'm gonna check. Double checking. Uh, okay. It's working. I am going to be struggling a little bit with the comments because I'm gonna have to check them constantly. I could do this. I'm gonna get my phone. I'm gonna use my phone for this. Give me a minute. And I'm gonna get my charger out of the wall. There we go. My tired brain is shut down. So what should we do, guys? What should we be doing? What are we doing? Because I have a lot of projects. This is for recording that I've still yet to get the rest of the footage for, but I have to wait until I have my own room to do it. At this point, I do apologize, but genuinely, it's kind of difficult to record when you have no actual walls and your family doesn't know the meaning of being quiet. I know I'm not any better, but yeah. I keep checking the stream because, yeah. I need to get my phone. Phone, don't fail me so often, please. There we go. Yo, how's it going, man? How's it going, guys? Uh, I guess I'll be going in here for now. I don't know. It's not even that good, guys. It's just here. Also, from what I can tell, the stream is very delayed. I have actually never seen this place with shaders. Holy crap. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what's going on. Yo. What the hell? What the hell? Why don't I have animations? What the hell? Why can't I move? This is weird. Do I need to reset the things? Oh, that was weird. I just didn't have animations. Okay. My computer is trying to explode. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Cappy. I figured that out. I was missing the one texture. I updated it. Yeah. Uh God, I look menacing, and I need to add someone to the board if I remember correctly, because I've not been on in a bit. I've been gone for a good minute here. Give me a second. I need to look for them. I just opened my own stream again. Lovely. I am looking at my own stream 3 times over. Lovely. I do apologize. I need to add someone to the board. And the number increased? Okay. Anyways, where is it? Where was the video? I think it was this one. Was it this one? No, that wasn't that one. Uh, I gotta be fast so I don't end up letting you guys sit on a frozen screen this whole time. Uh, yes, tower. Anyways, to the board they go. Welcome. I don't know if they're in the stream right now, but you have been added to the board. Lovely. Oh, my eyes. Anyways, there's we got towers, we got detailed towers, we got gradient, we got chaos. I need to burn that. I still hate the purple. It does not look good. I need to fix this or something. But yeah, in my tutorial videos, there was stuff on tower roofs. Towers are relatively simple from the bottom up if you know them. And I'll study that a bit more. Uh, what was I gonna do? You want to make a dirt house? Okay. Let me get it. Let's get some dirt. Of course, we need to get our gradients of dirt. There's not just one kind of dirt. There's multiple kinds of dirt. We can have our dirt house with multiple layers. It's like a cake. No. In the dirt, gotta add some roots to make sure it's strong. Oh yeah, I need to add you to the board. Okay, give uh, uh, oh my computer, relax. Gotta open the stream. Why? Oh, you wanted to learn how to make a tree, as well. Okay. Let me just open panel. Computer. I want to look at my chat, please, please. Yeah, my chaos is organized. I made sure of it. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do this manually. Okay, For some reason, it's not allowing me to see my own chat for some reason on my computer, so I'm gonna have to do it manually. I don't know why it's all in caps, but yes. Yeah, I'm getting, I get the tree. I guess I'll start off with grabbing my materials, which we're starting with that, getting this. Trees are relatively simple. It's just, first you make the things. Trees are a bit random. It's just starting off with getting the base that takes the longest, right? Trees are random, from what I can tell. There's no real rhyme, reason, or order. It's just they grow where the water is and they grow where the sun is, you know? So basically, you can make a tree pretty simply by experimenting, which is the name of the game. Already, that looks horrible. Got it. I got it. I'll save it somehow. I'll find a way to save the tree. I'll save the tree! Don't worry! Right? That's a stump so far. Bam. Then, relatively, you want to get a stump first. I've made a stump. There's a stump. What? I'm gonna be streaming all day. Yes, I know pain. I'm gonna do this until, I don't know, I go crazy. Anyways, experimentation is key to building. I don't know why I'm doing the tree like this, but, you know, I've not done a tree in a hot minute. Trees are not really my forte, but I'll try my best. I think the best trees I did was in Jack server, if you guys remember. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming all day. I literally seem to hate myself that much. The entire day, even when my parents are being loud, I'm going to be streaming because honestly, it's the only way I'm gonna get content out. It's already like early in the morning. And I'm gonna give you a secret. I've not slept. That is an ugly root, but that's fine. So far, you can already see the trees coming together. Basically, with trees, it's mostly you have to go a little random. And, you know, trees are mostly random, from what I've noticed when it comes to building them. And when you're building trees, you never want to make the trees the same twice. Right? So far, that's just a stump, but it gives you the idea of how the trees usually work. Because trees are never flat, they're never the same. They're always different. And it's a lot like people. But in a lot of cases, people kind of, you know. You know. And pretty much, you just want to root out. Like, for example, if you remember how trees work, usually the trees, they branch off a lot. Yes, Meetup? I looked away for a bit. It's the demonic golem? Demonic golem, where? Where? Murder! Bad me? There's so many of them. And then a cow for good measure. Had to get rid of the demonic horse. But yeah, pretty much roots. So far, roots, they branch out as well. Trees are just like a big system of branches. We all know it. As some strange particle effects. Let me get an image of tree. Actually, I think it's better if I just use the blocks in the game to show you. I'm gonna grab these root blocks. Roots. Rooted dirt. Okay, usually with the way roots work is trees tops and bottoms are very similar. They branch out a lot. It's like an entire nervous system of little pipes. And you gotta remember that, but a lot of the times you don't gotta make. Oh, fantasy cherry blossom. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still new to trees. I still need to learn how to make basic trees before I can move on to cherry blossom trees. But I will get to that one once I get there. Uh, You want me to put you guys on stream? I have no idea. Also, demonic horse. I missed. Anyways, let me get rid of that. I'm not a PvPer. I shouldn't even have weapons like that. But pretty much you can see where this is going. This is a stump. It gives you the idea of the shape, all that lovely stuff. Not much is... It's not much to it, from what I can tell. Yes. But pretty much no part should be too flat, no part should be too decorated. Yeah. I could show a better example of this if I went to Jack's server, but I don't think it's online. What else could I explain in detail that I forgot to explain last time? My tiny brain. Make it cherry blossom, but Man, I don't even know how to make. I barely know how to make a normal tree. I'm still gonna have to experiment and learn how to do the actual leaf part. I've never done leaves on trees yet. I can actually try real fast. Hold up. Mario pipes? What about Mario pipes? Where did the Mario pipes came from? Huh? I'm so confused. I have to look down at my phone every time It is strange. My neck is snapping every single time. That is really funny. There we go. I've got all the colors for Cherry Blossom. Let's continue first with the base here. I know cherry blossoms usually have a different look to them, but you know, gotta work with what we got. You know. But basically, the way trees work is they root out. You know. And roof. I did a tutorial on that. It was not very complicated. Also, I really, really don't know how I should be. Hello, me duck. Hello, me duck. Uh, uh, my tiny brain has left chat. My tiny brain has left the chat, guys. But with roofs, it's pretty simple, relatively. You just need to remember what shape they make most common. Like when you're looking at the trees you make, not trees, the roofs you make, you gotta remember what shape and notice what shape comes the most often. It's not like 100% needed. Roots like pipes? I didn't say root. The roots are basically like tiny pipes that suck up the water. You got to remember that. So roots usually look for the closest source of water. So they would branch out very much. So if you are doing a root system, think how they would look for water. Right? There's lots of ways to imagine it. It's just like, for me, that's the easiest way to imagine it so far. To be fair, I've not been building trees for long enough to have much of an analogy for them. Like, to be fair, this is like my 4th time doing a tree. And it's one of those small, thicker trees, you know? Like, it's one of those oak-looking trees, you know? Those really old ones with a wise face on it for some reason in fairy tales. Uh, But, yep. Once you got the shape in, pretty easy from there. But pretty much trees are pretty random. You can't have 2 trees looking the same. They just go on from there and so on and so forth until eventually you got the shape of a either very dead tree looking thing or a very short tree. This is a very stubby tree. I do apologize for that. I'm just kind of rushing through the tree, I guess. It's a very stubby tree. This tree is it's a stub. Go tree building clueless. Yo, clueless, you should start streaming on Twitch. I tried streaming on Twitch once. It was a while, like a pretty decent while ago. Relatively, I don't know, man. It's just really overly complicated, I guess. It's not like the getting the stream going is the complicated part. It's the getting the followers or the people to watch. Thank you. Also, Twitch is another platform for mostly streaming. It's a streaming platform pretty much for, you know, content guys. Yeah, it's a streaming app. I don't really use it often. When I do, I'm watching like what was his name? John Anti-Cheat. That's usually who I'm watching when I do watch stuff on you know. And then do that. What do you guys think of that? You just add a little more randomization. This is our first set of leaves, which I might need to add a little thickness to. It's a little thin. Alrighty. But remember, with the cherry blossom trees, usually you don't. I'm not good with them. All I know is, well, pretty much no trees are the same. The only trees that are ever the same are the ones that grew in specific manners, specific ways, which the blossom didn't really have much choice in the matter. Yeah, but I'll say this much. Streaming is very delayed, which is funny to me. The stream is very delayed. I'm responding to you guys as soon as I see the comments, but then it takes a minute for anything to actually, you know, get to you guys. There you go. Yeah, it's a sad branch. That is one sad branch. I am doing very poorly here. Oh, these branches. There you go. Now look at it. I saw this last time I was on Jack's server, which was the end rods being used. I'm not sure as what though. like a little effect. Well, let me set this to nighttime / time set midnight. There we go. It's not much. It's definitely not something to be proud of, but it's something. It's a quickie one. I think I started a bit too small with the roots and stuff, and I also made the base literally like a stump. You know? My specialty is much bigger builds, to be fair. Also, that is really cool. I love that effect. Let me check something. Okay. I'm gonna move from the teaching world to the next one that I'm gonna work on. Oh god, that looks like kind of looks like an insect now from this angle. Why does it look like a praying mantis? That is all kinds of weird to me. Why do I see faces and shit? Anyways, I'm going to go over to slow acting portals. Well, I do have shaders on, so that makes sense. Uh, I should probably change my stream's picture. Loading screens are fun. I love the loading screens. Nice. I think my computer's trying to kill itself. Honestly, I'm probably gonna make a better one later when I'm not exhausted. I'll send you a picture of that one. Cause I did build very small. I'll be right back. I need to go get myself a drink. Oh, it also seems that I got back as it loaded. Or at least, it looks like on the stream that it's been loaded for a minute or so. But yeah. I'm back. And now I need to think. Because right now I've got all of this. And this is just the start. Where would a kingdom... Like, this is just the start of a kingdom. Where would the actual kingdom sit? How would it sit? How far would it sit? You know? I kind of screwed myself over here. Yeah, I definitely did. I could take some of these islands and modify them. What? I never said I was leaving. Huh? Did I say I was leaving? I'm now a little confused. My little brain is starting to shut down here. God damn it, man. I'm starting to remember why I don't do streams. Both my thought process is long and my willpower is weak. God damn. Well, on the right side facing... this is not where a castle would be attached. This is literally just the middle of everything, like the entire area, you know? This entire kingdom pretty much. Yeah, I got my drink, and at the same time I'm also realizing a little bit why I don't do streams. Alright. Well, in any case, I'll figure this out later. I don't know where all my energy went.